Hi, my name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching, and let's make some bad financial decisions together. This is for entertainment purposes only, so if you're entertained, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So, I was asked the other day, what can you even get for $10,000 in a high income ETF? Like, if I put $10,000 into an ETF, which ones could I get $500 a month? So, if our goal is to use $10,000 to get $500 a month, you could definitely get it. Well, Ulti's not a great example, but you could do it with YMAX and YMAG, LFGY as well. And these jump around from month to month, so like you might want to consider YBTC if that's your thing, because the distribution goes up and down. They're not steady unless they're the target 15 type funds. So you'll go down to all the groups and you can say like, okay, well, with $10,000, I can get a lot more than $500 with some of these, especially MSTY and Group D, where $10,000 you get $1,000 per month, which again, some months are better than other months, so it might be closer to 800, might be 500 one month, but MSTY and SMCOI and AIYY and Winter from this group are doing pretty good. Also, AMZY is pulling its weight over here. Not a lot of the monthlies. A lot of the monthlies are actually, they have less of a yield, but they keep your NAV better. So it's a better long-term way to invest. So with the exception of TSYY, which I don't think I've put YSPY in here yet. So I need to do that in Goldie at least. But anyways, the other question then becomes, what can I get and expect for if I do my own options? And I think when I was going through this last night, for the SPY leaps, it uses $10,000 in collateral, although you can get cheaper ones for like 6,000-ish, but they are expiring sooner. You get around $200 a week with $10,000. Then MSTU, it's 2x, but you have to be really close to the money to get the 40 cents. Otherwise, you're looking at 20 cents or like 5 cents if you're really far out of the money. So it's like $240 a week or around $1,000 a month if you have the ladder going and you average out to around the 20-cent mark. And SPX with the Iron Condor, which is what I've been trying to describe with the broken butterfly. Butterfly apparently is at the money, so the current price is the spine of the butterfly, and then you have spreads, which are the spread of the wings. An Iron Condor is like what I was describing, so it looks like the beak is opening. That's where you do the delta. You pick the delta and you just choose both sides of the equation of puts and calls so that you can hedge and have downside protection in either direction. A broken butterfly is when the deltas are different, but they're both expiring on the same day. Anyways, between $10 to $30 a day, which is also $200 a week. If you profit $20 per contract, which is not that bad. Although, when I was doing these SPX contracts by myself, I thought that when you do the puts spread, that it uses less collateral because of the way that we do that. So let's okay. Let's roll all of my options because I haven't done that yet today. So I have 2 SPY calls that I've bought. Those don't change. But this one here, what is the current price of SPY, by the way? it's at 601 and this is 580. So I'm going to roll this position. I don't like doing this on desktop, so you know that I love you all. Anyways, so this is June 2026. June. The next one would be December. This is currently worth 63.07, but it's in the money. So I will choose just the 600 here to get it out of the money, and we'll get, and this is just when you've messed up your position, and this is really far into the future. We'll do 1.18 and see if that gets filled. Submit. Done. And then we'll go back and so we have this one. We have the SoFi call, which is really deep in the money, and I don't think I'll be able to roll this because, yeah, I don't want to roll this. Well, we can view the option. So this is January 2027, and there's no way. Like, this is a $7 call. We could get a few more dollars, but at this point, we're just waiting for my SoFi to, I probably need to buy this back and then sell my shares of SoFi. Then we have an MSTU call at $7, which I should probably just buy back and recycle, but I'm not right now. This one's also is in September, so it's just too far into the future. We need to wait for it to get closer to expiration before we change anything. Nvidia, this buy call is really deep in the money, and so I want to move this forward. That way I can, no, I don't want to buy this. I want to roll this position. And so it begins. I think I'm going to have to go like pretty far into the future, and not that far into the future, I guess. 3,000 to 6. This one? Let's see if we can go in October. See if I go to here and it's more money, but it's also in the money. So December it is. And then we'll try this one at just barely making money. Which is why I wanted to get more SPY lapes, because at some point, if there's another crash, I could probably get these closer to the expiration date. And then we'll be able to make money from these again. Cement. Okay. So we're attempting to roll these, and then we have this call with SoFi, which I can roll and should roll. And so this is the next week, and this is $5.75. So we'll just choose one. So I don't want to go lower in the call, and this is 5 cents. I have to pay 5 cents. So we'll go to the 13th and see if we have, yeah. So we'll get 5 cents from this. And this is what happens when you're too far out of the money. We're expecting a credit. Submit. And then so then we are getting closer to these, which we should definitely, this is a MSTY put at $23. I'm going to roll this position, and yeah, we should be able to get this. So so it's like 13 more cents this week, and then credit, submit, and then we have and I've been trying to buy back some of the MSTU calls that, or puts that I put too far into the future when I was trying to get that $1,000 a week, and it got messed up. But to be fair to myself, I didn't know I was going to get laid off. So we'll just let things languish far into the future. We'll do 3. Okay. Wait. Okay, so May 30th and 8.5 put. Yeah, so we should be getting about 25 cents each. And the beeping that you're hearing is my phone telling me that I have an order, so don't mind me. Done. And then I think this is the last one, and I have entirely too much buffer for someone that is about to get laid off. I don't want to buy to close this. I want to roll it. But anyways, yeah, so this should also be about 20 cents that I get. And then later in the day, if I don't get it, I'll adjust the price lower and just get whatever I can. The thing is, my buffer right now is at $11,000. So, you know, I was complaining that I wanted to have more of a buffer, and now I finally got it at a decent way, and now I'm gonna get laid off, so I need to actually use this stuff. So if we go to SPX, why does this only let me do this on my mobile? Yeah, I wanted to show you live, but let me give you, in Financial Philharmonics, Drip Drop was the last one we did. It is like an orchestral thing about compounding interest, and I will let you know how the SPX went and how much collateral I used, and I will talk to you later. Bye. So I really don't know why this doesn't show up when I type it into Robinhood on desktop, but I did the call spread, and it is a week in the future, and was literally the highest out of the money that I could get for that date. And when it hits about 20 cents, I will close this. Then, and that should be sometime next week in a couple of days. I just, SPX, like this, if I lose, I'm losing actual money. Like I can lose $952 if it goes really, really out of pocket, really, really bad. So, and then this is the puts that I did, and this is basically the lowest I could get and still get 20 cents of credit. So I'll close this when it's around $5 per share. And last week when I did it this way, I was able to close both of them for 5 cents midweek. So we'll see if this gambling pays off or if I'm just gambling my money away. But and the collateral for this was also $1,000, I believe. So I'm not sure. Yeah, this one has not executed yet, but the other one did. But I'm pretty sure that when we look at my my buffer, that I'll have $9,000 for my buffer, and then once that is cleared and executed, I will put more MSTU puts. That way I can get more money for this week. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.